Hello, my name is Amy Sturkey. I'm a pediatric physical therapist. I'm here with my co-instructors. This is EJ and this is Penny. And our topic today is autism. Now, neither of these kids have autism, and I know that the community would have preferred me have a child with autism to work with today, but it is hard for me to find a child who can do all the different things that I need to do. And for a video, I need people who are going to be a little bit more cooperative. So here we are. So the first things I think about when I work with a person with autism is I think that there are basic needs that we all have. And for example, there's only so long that I can hold my breath before I need to take another breath. There's only so long I can go without eating before I have got to eat something. Same thing with drinking. There's so long I can go before I have to drink something. There's so long I can go before I just cannot stay awake at my desk and I have to take a nap or I have to go to sleep. The same thing is true for somebody who has autism. They have sensory needs, and usually it's movement. And until you meet what I call the base of the pyramid, those things that are you have to just to function, until you meet those things at the bottom, which include the eating and the drinking and the sleeping and the movement, until you meet those things, the things that are higher up on the pyramid, gross motor skills, fine motor skills, speech, cognition, all those things are not going to happen. For my first step that I do is I make sure that I meet their sensory needs. So you might ask yourself, what in the world do I do to help my child? Well, the thing that you do for someone who does not have the language to say, hey, by the way, I need a lot of tactile and deep pressure and vestibular input. Most of my kids can't do that. I have very few that can do that. So what you need to do is watch to see what they're doing. I had a very high functioning kid yesterday who, when I went on my session with them, the parent said, oh my goodness, they are really disorganized today. I don't know if they're going to be able to do a thing. And I watched him, and he was rocking back and forth, and he was clapping his hands, and he was doing lots of verbal things. So what I decided to do was lots of activities where his head moved a lot through space. We did flip-ups, we did upside down, we did spins, we did up and downs. And then I did lots of things that gave a lot of input to his hands because he was really hitting his hands hard. So I had put him on the whole body vibration board. I put his hands down on the whole body vibration board. I had him on his stomach over a ball when he was slapping one hand and then the other. I did all of those things just to get him into a place where he was ready to work. So for every kid, that's going to be different what their needs are. And you have to watch what they're doing to figure out what kind of input they need to get them to an organized place. So for some of my kids, that means for the first 5, 10, 15 minutes, they have to jump on the trampoline. For some of my kids, that means for the first 5, 10, 15 minutes, I have to swing and really hard in the swing. You have to really pay attention to what that kid needs. And I don't know what your kid needs, but you can watch them and tell. So those are my things. First thing I think about with autism is how to get them into a place where they're ready to work. I hope this is helpful for you at home, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks. Bye-bye.